Alright, so to start with, you take a nice block of sashimi grade salmon like this, and you place that 45-degree angle to the board so you can cut straight up and down. It's easier that way. And you want to cut through a 90 degrees through these fat lines here, which is the grain of the salmon. If you cut across them like so, then you get a very tender piece of sashimi. If you cut with it, then it's very tough to eat because you haven't cut through the muscle fibers properly. So now you start by putting your knife against it and just lobbing off a piece of excess so you get a nice starting cut. Okay, so now to cut the sashimi. You rest the palm of your fingers against the salmon flesh, and then you start the cutting by the heel of the knife and proceeding all the way across the length of the knife to the tip in a single smooth dragging motion. The blade should slide through the salmon flesh like if it wasn't there. If it doesn't, then your knife might not be sharp enough. I would recommend you either sharpen it or get a better knife. To solve both of those problems, check out the link on the top left corner of your screen right now. Okay, and so just simply slide through and cut a couple of slices. It's always better to have more sashimi than less sashimi, so just keep cutting until you don't have any salmon left. Okay, so now to assemble it all. To start off, you take some fresh wasabi and you just grate it on a shark skin paddle board like this. If you don't know what fresh wasabi is, check out the link of the video I made before. It's just appeared on the top left corner of the screen. And once you're done grating it very finely on the shark skin paddle board, you just scoop it all up and make a little ball and just leave it on there. There we go. And then you're going to need to know how to make some sushi rice. A link is also appeared on the top left corner of the screen to know how to make seasoned sushi rice. Now, just wet your hands slightly in some water so the sushi rice doesn't stick to it as much. And then you grab a small little sphere of sushi rice and you form it into a ball in your hand. Then you place it on the cutting board. You take one of your slices of sashimi salmon and you lightly wrap it around your sushi rice ball. Then press on the inside with your thumb. Now you take a small dab of wasabi and you just place it on the inside on the rice, and then you top it off with some salmon roe. It's a very simple recipe this, but it's just important to have great quality produce and just add it all together and just create something magnificent. Okay, so now to plate up your sushi. Take some cucumber slices and spread them out thinly and evenly across a cutting board with even spaces, and then you slice off both sides of the cucumber slices with a knife, just like so. Once you're done, just pick up your cucumber slices and move them over to one side. And then bring over your plate. Place your cucumber slices onto the plate, curling one side over itself into a sort of cucumber wave. Just shape it and put it in place until you feel it's right. And then place your salmon roe battleships onto your cucumber slices. Then add a little soy sauce tray and a little bit of pickled ginger. Don't forget to finish off by filling up your soy sauce tray with some delicious Kikkoman soy sauce. And voila! Okay, so there we go. Now you know how to make these beautiful battleships made with salmon and salmon roe. And you have a little bit of extra salmon left in this recipe from cutting the sashimi at an angle. So what I suggest you do is you take that extra salmon, chop it up, make it into tartare, and use it in one of my other recipes of salmon tartare canapes, which has just appeared on the bottom left corner of the screen. Check it out, it's a great way to not waste any salmon. Otherwise, just cut it up and put it inside other sushi rolls. Now, if you want to check out all of my videos, you can do so right now by clicking on the right now. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, you should do so this second by clicking on the top left corner of your screen. Thanks for watching. I'm Chef Deville. See you guys next week. Goodbye.